Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world, or whatever time you'll be watching this video. Now, guys, there is some breaking news out of Canada. Now, for years, Canada has marketed itself as one of the best countries for international students. You come, you study, you work, and that leads to the path of permanent residency. Simple. Now, Manitoba became one of the top destinations because of its friendly immigration programs, especially one pathway, which is the Career Employment Pathway, or the CEP. Now, this program allowed international graduates to stay in Manitoba, find a job, apply for permanent residency faster. Now, it wasn't perfect, but it worked, and thousands of students built their lives around it. Then came June 11, 2026. The Manitoba government released a quiet update. No dramatic press conference, no big headlines. But the message was clear. The Career Employment Pathway is closed, effective immediately. No new applications. Just like that, one of the easiest PR routes for international students disappeared. Now imagine planning your entire future around a system, and overnight, it's gone. So who does this impact the most? Let's look at it. Future students. Now, if you're planning to study in Manitoba for PR, this just changed your strategy completely. For the current students, many are now asking, did I make the wrong decision? Because the pathway they were counting on no longer exists. And graduates without jobs, this is the hardest hit group. Without work experience, your chances just dropped significantly. Now, here's the part that matters most. Not all doors are closed. If you already submitted an expression of interest or an EOI and have 6 months of work experience in Manitoba, you might still qualify under the skilled worker in Manitoba, but there's a catch. It's more competitive, it depends on your job, and you need stronger credentials. This is no longer the easy path, this is survival mode. Now, this wasn't random. Canada is changing its immigration strategy. Across the country, we're seeing stricter rules, fewer open pathways, and more focus on real labor shortages. Why? Because the provinces, they want workers, not just students. They want people with Canadian job experience, and they want candidates who fill specific economic needs. Basic translation, studying alone is no longer enough. Well, welcome to the new Canada immigration system. This is where work experience is king. Employers matter more than ever, and planning is everything. If you want PR now, you need a job, the right skills, and the right strategy. Gone are the days of study and you're set. So what's the smart move now? Focus on getting employed and fast. Choose programs linked to in-demand jobs. Stay updated because the rules are changing quickly. Because in today's Canada, the system rewards those who adapt. Now, guys, the dream isn't dead, but it has changed. And the question is, are you ready to change with it? Well, guys, this is just such a blow for so many people who are banking on this program. And for it to be closed just suddenly, well, that is just a real shock to the system. And as a former Um, international student, I know how heartbreaking and how difficult this change is. They weren't given any time to make any adjustments. So can you imagine you're in the middle of school now and you're paying all this money, and the program that you were planning on using to migrate here, it just up and ended like that, leaving you in the lurch. This is just so heartbreaking. I'm sorry for everyone who was banking on this program, and so now everyone is now gonna have to shuffle up and see what their next move is. Are they going to have to move to another province and or try and apply under different programs? They now may have to shift their focus in studying where they can get jobs readily, because as it states that Canada is more looking towards in demand jobs. So you can't just come with maybe a regular administrative type job, like say maybe an HR professional. If that job isn't in demand, then it's gonna be tough for you guys to get job experience. So now you'd have to do another program which may be more in line. Canada, they're out there in short of medical professionals. So there are several fields in the medical profession that can be looked at, and I'm not talking doctors or nurses. There are lots of other professions, in terms of medical care, phlebotomist, lots of other medical programs. So you guys just have to look at the in-demand programs. Trade is also in demand. You guys, they're in demand, and trade makes a lot of money. So persons will just have to go back to the drawing board. And I know, these programs are very expensive as international students. And this is just a shock to the system. I don't know what is happening, because international students, they do bring a lot of money. They do generate a lot of money into Canada. So, with all of this, that's basically setting a blow to the international student programs. And of course, when you have less international students, that's going to affect local students as well. So funding from the government will be affected as well, because already some colleges and universities have already started layoffs. They have already started cutting certain programs. Oh gosh, man, I just saw this and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just such heartbreaking news, you know. But for anyone who is terribly affected by this change, you guys will just have to just go back to the drawing board and see what your next best option is. And I'm really sorry that this change is going to negatively affect so many persons, because it just abruptly stopped. As I said, there was no advance notice, nothing like that. But hopefully, for those who already submitted their documentation, that the process will go smooth for you guys. Well, anyways, thank you for listening. And guys, please leave your comments in the comment section and let me know what you think about this immediate and abrupt change to the immigration pathway into Canada. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. And again, as I said, thank you for watching. And please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more breaking news like these.